Hey guys, got another Pilates class for you tonight. If you have taken some of my last videos, you might see some moves that are similar, but I've got some new ones thrown in there just to keep it spicy and interesting. If you've never taken Pilates before, Pilates is a core class. It's core based and it utilizes your breathing a lot to help you with your contraction and your crunching to get a better benefit out of your workout. So using a lot of repetition, a lot of breathing. You don't really need anything for this class. There is a section briefly where we'll use some weights if you want to. You do not have to, it's optional. I have mine to show you the option with weights. Although a lot of these moves you can utilize weights to make them more challenging, and I'll kind of let you know along the way when those modifications are. So if you want to use them, you certainly can. Wouldn't do anything more than like 2 to 3 pounds though, because anything more you're really sacrificed on your form, and that's when you can kind of result in some injuries, and we don't want that. So we're going to start in the plank position and go through a few series with that, and then do some crunches, but I'll lead you through every step of the way. So enough talking, let's get to it. We're getting the planks out of the way first. They are everyone's least and most and least favorite, I think. So we're actually going to come down on our side and start in a side plank position on the elbow. So you want your elbow to be right below your shoulder, and you're going to come up onto a side plank. Now you have options. You can come down on one leg if you need to modify. You will still get the benefit of a side plank if you modify this way, or you can be in a full plank, side plank, just like this. And we're just going to hold it for a minute. And whenever you feel comfortable, we're going to dip the hip down and up, down and up, down, down, up. Good. 2 and 1. Arm up and rotate, rotate. You want to scoop under, scoop. If you're hearing any weird noises, it's totally my dogs. They were asleep, and once I started talking, they decided to start playing with all of their toys. They're like kids, I swear. 2 and 1. Now we're going to try to transition and flow right over into a low middle plank. If you need to put your knees down to transition, that is fine. We're going to hold a center plank and just breathe. We're going to try to change our position, going from a low plank on our elbows to up onto a tall plank. We're going to lower down and down. Up, up, down, down. I really hope you guys aren't going to have to listen to dog toys the whole class, but you might. Up, up, down, down. Up, up, down, down. 2 more. Up, up, down, down. Last one. Up, up, down, and down. And if you can, rotate on to the other side. Again, if you have to put your knees down, that is okay. We're going to dip down, up. Three, 2, 1. Arm up. We scoop, up, scoop, up, scoop. Three, 2, 1. Good job. And we can finally take it down. And we're going to transition and roll onto our backs. So keep those knees bent, and we're going to stretch our arms out and roll down 1 vertebrae at a time. And reach overhead. We're going to take a nice big inhale, and when we exhale, we're going to come up and reach forward. So inhale up, exhale, and reach, and roll back. Inhale, exhale, up, reach, down, back. Inhale, exhale, up, reach, and down. Last one, inhale, exhale, up, reach, and back down. Good job. So we're going to progress now into our Pilates tabletop position. And what that is you're going to have your hips, knees, and ankles in a 90-degree angle, like you're making a little table. Now, the important thing to remember in any position in Pilates is you want your back to be pressed against the floor. You really want your belly button kind of sucked into the spine. That doesn't necessarily mean that you're sucking in and making your ribs expand. You're really bracing your core as if you are about to start laughing. That's kind of what it feels like. So you want to brace your core and press that back. So you're scooping underneath with that pelvis so that you are sealed to the floor or to the mat, whatever you are laying on. So we're going to bring our toes up, nice and pretty and pointed. Hands behind the head. We're going to exhale on the way up when we crunch. So you inhale down, exhale up. Inhale, exhale. You want to keep that chin away from that chest. Look up and over those knees to keep your chin from coming down and touching the chest. It's very easy to do, especially with our hands behind the head. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it here. We dip the toes down, up, down, up. You can reach if that's more comfortable for you. Down, up. I like hands behind the head. Gives me a little bit more support. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Just for fun, let's combine them. Down with your head and your toes, and crunch up. Down, up, down, up, down, up. Whoo! Keep that back pressed into the mat. If you are unable to hold that form and touch your toes to the floor, that's okay. You don't have to go all the way down to the floor, but make sure your back stays touching the mat or the floor. 3, 2, 1. Good job. You can bring those feet down. We're going to do a little oblique section. We're going to reach from side to side. So you're going to lift up, get that core engaged, and we're going to reach down and down. Reach side to side, side to side. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to pulse one side. Pulse, pulse, pulse. 3, 2, 1. Other side, and we pulse. 3, 2, 1, and we alternate reaching. Doing just enough of these to forget what we just did because we're about to do it again. 3, 2, and 1. Bring it back down. Back up to tabletop position. We're going to cross the ankles and open the knees. Hands behind the head, and we crunch. Exhale on the way up. Crunch, crunch. 3, 2, and 1. Hold it here. Uncross and bring those knees back together, and we dip. Up, dip. 3, 2, and 1. Let's combine little crunch and down, crunch, down. Three, 2, and 1. Good job. Let's take a little stretch. We're going to reach our toes to one side of the room and our hands to the opposite side of the room. Very good. We're going to work our lower abs just a touch before we come into a seated position. So we're going to bring ourselves back into that tabletop position. We're going to bring our head, neck, and shoulders up, and we're going to give our knees a nice little hug. Now we're probably not going to bring them in this whole, bring them in this close, but we're going to start and do a hug, and then you're going to reach out overhead, in and out. You don't have to hug them in, that's what I was saying, all the way. You can stop short if that's more comfortable. I like to hug them a little bit more, and out, in, and out, in, out. We're going to add a little alternating movement with our feet. We're going to come in, hold it out. We're going to go over, under, bring it in and out, alternate, in, out, over and under, in, out, over and under. One more, in and out, over and under. We're going to come in, and then we're going to try to hold our head, neck, and shoulders up, and we're going to extend out just with the legs. So you're going to come out and in, out, in. If you need a support behind the head, you can do that. Sometimes it's natural for us to feel a little bit of tension here if we're not supported behind the head. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Bring those feet down to the floor just for a quick breather in between before we bring those feet all the way up towards the ceiling. Point the toes. You can cross the ankles if that's more comfortable. And we're going to just reach up from where we're lying. We're going to reach up towards the ceiling, towards our toes. Reach down. Reach down. And this is just going straight up here, reaching with your right hand to your right foot, left hand to your left foot. We'll alternate in just a minute, like we're pulling a rope. 2 and 1, pull the rope up, up. We're pulling a rope just like literally what my dog's doing over on the other side of the room. Some people work out to music. I work out to the sound of my dogs squeaking their toys. 3, 2, and 1. Good job. So we're going to progress to a sitting position. We're just going to keep moving right through. So we're going to bring our knees in, and we're going to rock for just a couple of counts, and then we're going to roll up onto our sit bones. So you want to roll. We're going to roll 2, up. And we're going to try to hold our boat position, and we're going to do the Pilates 100. If you've ever done the Pilates 100 before, you know it is a wonderful, awful thing that really burns. If you haven't done it before, it'll be a new experience for you. So you're going to start off in what is called a boat pose. This is a modified boat pose, and we're going to have our toes pointed, knees slightly bent. If you're experienced in this, you can straighten the knees into a full boat pose. So we're going to hold like this, and we're just going to beat our hands up and down. And we're going to inhale for a count of 5, exhale for a count of 5. We're going to do this 100 times. So inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. there. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last one. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my gosh. Whew. Are you burning yet? Because I am, and I want to not be the only one. So tell me that you are. So we're going to do a few more, if you can imagine, a few more exercises in this sitting position. And we're actually going to go over onto all fours and finish with a little bit of glutes and some bird dogs for some core stabilization and balance. So the light is at the end of the tunnel. So we're going to support your hands right behind you. You want your fingers pointing towards your backside. And we're going to pick our feet up and we're going to V out and up. Press out and up. Out, up, out. Now you can, if you would like, you can take your hands away to make it a little bit harder. You've really got to stabilize that core. 3, 2, and 1. Hold here. If you need to put your feet down on the floor, that's perfectly fine. We're going to rotate our elbows from side to side, leading with the elbows to rotate our core side to side, side to side, side. Twist, twist, twist. This is something you could use with a weight if you wanted to make it a little harder. 3, 2, and 1. Good job. We're going to come up onto our knees and do a few kind of modified planks. And then I'll show you the other part where I was going to incorporate some weights. So I'm going to turn to the side so you can see what I'm doing. You're going to reach out in front of you and we're going to lean back and up. Back and up. You lean, you brace the core, lean back and up, back and up. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Staying on the knees and holding on to a couple of weights. These are just 2 3-pound weights. You do not have to use weights for this if you don't want to. You can just go through the motion and you will get some benefit as well. We're going to put one hand on the hip and you're going to reach and try to touch your weights down to the floor. They might reach, they might not. You're going to reach, up, reach, 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 reach. Good job. 3, 2, and 1. Switch sides. Reach, 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 reach. Gotta get the obliques in there, the ever important. 3, 2, and 1. Good job. I'm going to put these weights away. Full disclosure, I do not know if up in tall kneeling if my head's cut off in this video. Hopefully it's not. So we're going to come down to all fours for our last series. We're going to come and when you're in all fours, you want your back to be nice and flat. I don't want any sagging. I don't want any coming up like a cat. And we're going to have our shoulder above our wrists. And we're going to take that right leg and extend it straight out. And we're just going to lift and lower. Be careful when you lift and lower that you're not changing your core's position. So when I lift, I'm not dropping down like that. It's not a very big motion. You're using your glutes to lift the leg. It's really more of a squeeze of the glutes that's making the leg rise more than you actually lifting your leg. 2, and 1, bend the knee. We're going to bend in and out, flexing the foot, lead with the heel, in, out. Good. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to point that toe and pulse to the ceiling. Pulse, pulse. 3, 2, 1. We're going to come down and up, down and up. Keep that toe pointed. 3, 2, and 1. And again, straighten the leg, tiny lift, up, down. 3, 2, and 1. Flex the foot, in and out. 3, 2, and 1. Point the toe, pulse it up. 3, 2, 1. Down and up. Down, up, 2. 2, and 1. Good job. Come back into child's pose quickly. And we've got another side to do to even out. Bring that left leg straight out. We're going to lift lower. Hold it here. Flex the foot, in, out. Remember to breathe. Point the toe, pulse it up. And down and up, down, up. 2, and 1. Straighten the leg, down and up. It's a shorter set the second time around. 2 more. Flex the foot, in, out. 3, 2, and 1. Point the toe, up. 3, 2, 1. Down and up. Down, up. 2, and 1. Good job. Child's pose. Just to stretch out those glutes. Almost there, you guys. A few bird dog lifts. And then you're home free. Back up into all fours. We're just going to take the opposite arm and the opposite leg, and we're going to reach and give a slight lift and down. Reach, lift, down. Now go at your own pace with this. Definitely don't want to get going too fast or you might fall over. If you do fall over, that is okay. Just get right back up. Lift, lift. 1 more each side. Lift. Last one. And lift. Good job. Whew. And that's it, guys. Got a well-rounded Pilates workout in. We pretty much hit everywhere on our abs, got our obliques, even got some glutes in there and some stabilization as well. So hope you enjoyed it. If you really like Pilates, check out my last video and keep checking out my YouTube channel for future videos. If you like what you see, please subscribe so you can be notified when I put out new videos. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Bye.